Okay, let's try this again. Hey guys, it's Chris, and welcome. This is like the 19th time I recorded a video, and don't think I'm a professional because my girlfriend bought me this fuzzy thing, the speaker, and I didn't turn it on. So I made a million mistakes, a whole bunch of videos, and none of them recorded the sound. It's easier to paint one of these than it is to make a YouTube video. So anybody who does this for a living, or anybody that even does this for the hobby, I give them a lot of credit. Making videos, recording yourself, and recording what you're doing is not easy. Anyway, as you can see, um, two original Tamiya Sand Scorchers. This one was painted at the same time with RC Retro, and I also did a body for Keith from RC Icons. The whole reason for this is to show the painting process of this guy here, what I did. Now this one was stripped. I don't have the stripping process. I might do that in another video if I even make more videos, who knows. But this video here, this car, this paint job I did with the Riri body for the Riri paint job, if you've seen it on RC Retro, Ari's channel. The painting process is automotive base coat clear coat paint. So I've done one for Glenn Barkley, Tamiya Legends. That one was with the Jaguar green and the cream. The cream was a VW color. Everything is most of the paint jobs I do. I get the paint from, this is automotivetouchup.com. Pick any place you want on the internet. You can go to your local auto parts store. Some of them even mix up paint and cans. And I use like a paint coat from the car. This is Porsche Guards Red. That's what that is. Like one of the best color reds. The point of me babbling on is that the results that I achieved here all from this garage. Everything was done in this garage. There's no airbrush. Everything came out of a can. So if I could do this, you could do this. I use automotive specialty tape, masking tape. So all my masking products, the basic masking tape is usually 3M. You get on Amazon cheap. You buy a whole bunch of it. That's for the basic overall paint, taping things up, as you see in the video. The fine line tapes are usually Tamiya or 3M, or I use Proline. And when I went to SEMA in 2023, I spoke to a lot of different paint suppliers, and they all recommended this tape, and it did work very well. And there's different levels. I explain it more in the video, in the footage you'll see, and I'll probably voice over explaining more of it then. But you can purchase everything pretty much on Amazon. Just go to Amazon, buy products. Now none of this stuff is cheap. Everybody has a different budget. Everybody has a different skill level, but it can be done. This car was done 2 years ago with Glenn Barkley. I painted this car when I did Glenn Barkley's. Now, the reason why I grouped them together, because you might think I'm nuts, like, why would you want it? One is a pain in the ass. Could you imagine doing two or three at the same time? The reason is because the 2K clear has a bladder. So this is a 1K clear, this product. And you see in the video, there's a 2K clear, has a bladder you pop. Once you pop that bladder, that paint's good for 24 to 48 hours. And that's it. So it's a $30 can of paint, and it's $30. It's not that's the end of the world, but again, I'm trying to stretch, the painting process, because I obviously everything's all wrapped up in plastic. This stuff is gooey. You have to wear a mask. You have to wear a respirator with that type of paint. And then it makes a mess. It's very sticky. Excuse me. So at the end of the day, you would want to do multiple projects at once, because it's cost effective, and you're already set up for it, because you just can't crack like can of TS paint, Tamiya TS paint. You can just crack over and go in the corner, spray it quick, bring it back, and you're fine. The lac is almost dry. This kind of stuff you can't do that with. If you want to achieve this type of shine, you can't. You have to. It's more of an environmental setup and temperature. You definitely, the reason why I'm only cranking out these at the end, 2 or 3 of these a year, is because I don't have a temperature controlled room. Do it in the garage. Extreme heat, no good for the clear coat. It doesn't like it. Extreme cold, obviously no paint likes extreme cold. So the sweet spot is usually the end of the summer, beginning of fall. And I did Glenn's in the beginning of summer, in the fall, and the same thing with Keith and Ari's in this one. In this one, it seems to me that's the sweet spot where I live in New York for for temperature wise and for that product to work well. I did a Tamiya Clodbuster Gray Edition, and I cleared the TS48 Battleship Gray paint, and I did it in like 90-degree weather, and it made a mess. It just bubbled the paint, and I actually have some pictures of me repairing it and fixing it. And actually now it's perfect, but yeah, that was a little bit of a headache, So you got to kind of, if you want this type of result, it can be achieved by someone in the garage. Uh, Basic stuff you can buy in an auto parts store or Amazon or wherever, and just take your time. And it's this hobby brings you together. And I want to share. Like I appreciate people like Glenn Barkley. He's the one that got me back into the hobby during the pandemic. I watched all his videos, and next thing you know, I brought out my old cars, and I should do a video on that. And boom, it's been fast forward ever since. Um, then through Glenn, I met Keith. From Keith, I met Ari, and I met Jason Boshniak, and it goes on and on and on, and it's really cool. So this is an appreciation type thing. The reason I don't want anything from anybody, I never did, never will, and I'm not a wealthy guy. I enjoy doing this. Again, if you're doing one, and my thought process, which is nuts, if you're doing one, you might as well, ooh, yucky, you might as well do more than one at a time. As with the babble, I really hope that with the footage and some of the explanations, and then you can message me at the bottom and ask me questions. Not a professional, not anything. This is just a guide, and take it with a grain of salt and use it, And yeah, so I like to share as much as I can with everybody, and hopefully you guys get something from it. And I do appreciate all the YouTube videos that people put out in this hobby. So thank you. I'm probably going to voice over. I'm going to talk to you. I'm probably going to voice over it.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing right now is I already sprayed underneath.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Riri body. This is an original.
Mm-hmm.
You can see some of the original blue paint in there, but I kept that on purpose because I like to keep some of the originality.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. And what I have to do is I need to clean this one last time because I made a mess. I got some overspray and some cook. I'm just double checking with my eyeballs because I can't see anything because I'm old. Looks pretty good. It's never going to be perfect. Okay, that's the thing with me. I try to make everything perfect, and it won't be. And I look at a mess probably. I look very scary in my sweatpants, and my hair's a mess from wearing the thing. Okay, let's just grab this. Okay, this is what I use. Auto Body Secret. Explain that in the voiceover. Everybody should use this stuff. Because you can't use anything with alcohol or any kind of acetone or anything.
It'll break off the paint?
It'll break off the paint and the primer. Yeah, right now there's primer on this body and it'll ruin it. And what we're going to do after this is, I usually don't paint underneath. It's going to get, I'll show you what that is.
Oh, is it the thing with the air?
Yeah, we're going to use that next to clean all this off.
Yeah, I might need them actually.
Yeah, and make sure you don't get yellow over your hands because you see all the yellow overspray. Yeah. And this stuff stinks. It stinks nasty.
Yeah.
The yellow, I mean the paint. You can smell it. But this is what I'm doing. This is to get off the overspray and some of those sanding my hands are on. Now, what we're doing here is, okay, so before I start, let me grab this. This got all yucko. That's all right. The tool is meant to be, we got to fix Grandma's car. Okay. I got to look at Grandma's car. Blow this off. This gets all the crap. All the crevices. All right, that's one. Two, and when I'm done, gotta blow this off. Gotta blow this off. Blow this off. Okay. Don't want to make too much dust because then it's going to land on everything. We don't want that.
Yeah.
So, and this is what's called a tack cloth. This is all auto body stuff.
Yeah.
So, this is like a cloth. It's a rag, right? It's got like some kind of gooey stuff in it that's not super tacky, and you lightly go over it, and it grabs any dirt or anything that add it and blow off.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of this is overkill. Most people that are gonna paint their cars and stuff, their hobbies, they're not gonna do this. But see what I mean? Look, I just got a goop. See, look at that. Look, see? But that's why you do this, because once the paint hits the body and there's something in it, then it's a pain in the ass to get it out. You know, and listen, this is an auto body shop. This isn't a super cleanly area. This is a garage, but we're doing the best we can. You know, taking the time and the effort to make it nice. Because this is for a shelf. I mean, if you're gonna run one of these bodies, like you know, like drive your car with it, you would never do this. Now, oh shit. I'm back. I think I'm in frame. I don't know. A little cookie stuff in here. I am going to tape up. If I find where I put the tape. Great. There we go. This is, it's about 9:40 at night-ish. And these are painted at 1 p.m. So these should have plenty of time to paint. I'm using this Pro Band tape. It was recommended by a bunch of painters when I was a seamer. There's all different texture, like different extra soft and soft. I usually use the Tamiya vinyl line tape, which does work very well, and the 3M stuff. This is vinyl, this is a little more coarse. It works well, but I'm trying different things, and that was recommended to me. So, or the extra soft, the medium soft would be in the kidney, in the kidney shape in here. I like doing it. I like when it's like this scenario where the kidney color is already done. So in this paint scheme, these stay yellow, and this is going to go red or whatever color you want to choose. But we're going by box art, right? The secondary box art. When I paint the other, the traditional box art, the blue and the white, if you paint everything white and then try to tape around this, which you could do, there's an indentation here, and you can't really get, you get paint in there, you get like, you would wind up getting, it wouldn't be like as smooth as what I'm trying to say. Meaning, like, I like this step down to be the hood color, almost like when it's stamped, and only the flat panel of the color is the color that you want the kidney to be. So this little secondary bump, I like that to be the color of the hood. So if this was the white and blue scheme, I tape everything up around, paint just this part blue, and then scuff it a little to make it smooth. And then when it's all dry, tape it up, and then when I do the white, it has a nice tape line. That's just me. That's my craziness. You could do whatever you like. Let's see if it's in frame. Let's see. Yeah. So in here, here's the body line. This is the natural body line of the car. This is where you want it to focus, right? You want to separate the yellow to now be red on this line, right? I mean, self-explanatory. You could watch, I hope I don't butcher his name, Jason Boshniak. Who's gonna kill me? I think it's Jason Boshniak. He did a red and yellow like this version. He also did a orange and gray for Keith for RC Icons. And he did a great job. I mean, he's got patience, and that man, I'm just watching his hands and how detailed he is, and you'll see for me, I'm not like that. All right, I have this in frame to show that I got the Pro Band tape around. This is the soft stuff, and it still lifts in this corner. And all the tapes I've ever used, the Tamiya, the 3M, anything, it always lifts in this corner. Now, if you could just do a slight stretch, and it'll stick. But the good thing why I'm doing this tonight is because tomorrow morning, if I wake up and this guy is lifted, then this thing has to be retaped. So, yeah, so this is what's going on right now, and I'll come back to it. But you could see it's pretty straight. I mean, it's not easy to do this. I mean, I'm doing the best I can. I mean, there's people that are better and more professional than I am, but hey, look, that's the beginning of that. So, okay, a little update. I put on the tape for the the separation of the colors. I got the kidneys done. Nightmare. Anyway, the whole thing's a nightmare. It's not perfect. I'm going on the body line of the car, and it's crooked. I've done this before a couple times, and the car is shaped because it's like an egg shape. It looks crooked, but it's not crooked. Keep messing with my eyes, and the big thing is in here. This channel again. It's like the hood. It's you want to get it a certain way. I don't know. I'm fighting with it, and I keep getting more and more aggressive. I'm gonna end up scratching the paint. So I'm calling it there. And next morning, it looks like it's stuck down. I'm a little short here with the curve, and that's not the tape coming up. That's just my bad eyesight. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that while I work everything up. I'm gonna try to go over it with another piece of thicker tape, and hopefully that'll fix these little faux pas I see when I'm being real nitpicky. I want to see what I could do. Hopefully I could fix it. I lose my mind. I'm really getting technical and picky. I got the tape around the top. Let me tell you something. You want to have patience? You need patience doing this. Now, it's a little bit easier the second time around because I just did one. And I'm looking at this freaking bump. Just making me freaking crazy. Alright. So what I'm talking about is this area here. It's just the body line. I'm trying to follow it. And it's on all the shells. I think it might be a mold line. I'm going to blame the mold. It seems like every time I do this, I do the same thing. I'm fighting this inner bump. Because if you look at it, I'm just following that body line. I guess I'm doing it too sharp. That's the body line. Yeah, it gets a little thicker at the end. I mean, this is a very curvy, I'll make all the excuses I want right now. Very curvy body. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. This is an awesome piece of Tamiya history. Even notice there's a little stamp in there. Made in Japan. I haven't noticed that. I know it's got the special one up there. Look, that still looks freaking crooked to me. All right, one more time doing this and I gotta stop. This is how you make a mistake. You scratch something, you break something. The good thing about this tape is you could see. I don't feel like I'm too far down, but I'm not. It's the reflection. Because the automotive paint, the base coat, has a satin sheen to it, and it should have been cleared already. I waited way too long. Like there's an open time, working time. Alright, that's better. Not gonna get any better than that. It's a friggin' model. It's a model car. I'm losing my freaking mind right now. Hours doing this. Which, I mean, I'm not, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm not. I love doing this. regardless, and I started pulling the tape off. Let's see. I think, and let me just back it up a little bit. All right. I should have recorded pulling this off, see how bad it came out. After all those hours. Right now, you should be careful and not pull like a maniac. That's what I should be doing. Taking my time. Okay. Yep. Alrighty. Alright. That's the one side. Let's see, am I in frame? I have no idea if I'm in frame or not. I hope so. And then, eeks, easy Chris. Like I said, I get paint likes to chip. I'm in the same boat. Yeah, it looks like the same thing happened here. It's a little high. That's gonna have to be fixed. Can't leave it like that. No way. You make me nuts. No way. I'm leaving it like that. Come on, dude. And look at this. White came off. Yellow came off. It's that shouldn't happen. It really shouldn't because it's sanded. It was sanded well. This body was sanded very, very well. Which I should do a prep video. I mean, that's not bad. And I can see it. I can see here. So it's gotta be back taped. I gotta back tape it and just, yeah. Happens. I mean, look, if I want it perfect, that's what you have to do. Should it be perfect on the first shot? Yeah, should have been. Is it? No, it's not. That's nice and clean. Thank God. Okay. I lose my brain. Look at that. That's cook. Look at that. Nice and clean. Okay, cool. The chances. Pull it back like this. So far, so good. So far, so good. And that's so slight. I mean, I'm not gonna get into that. I mean, I'm really slicing hairs there. This sounds doing okay, easy. All right. Yeah. No, beauteous. That looks very pretty. Really, camera. Look at that. Okay, I lowered my mask. I'm back. I didn't get into the whole taping process, but I had to fix my mistakes. I hope, as clean as that touch-up looks there, how clean that line looks, see on both of them, I'm hoping when I take the tape off, it stays that way.